Look at that beautiful coppery color on my thumb there. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I was looking through my favorites. I don't think there's really an overall theme other than maybe like kind of warm golden-y sort of eye looks and then kind of like plummy, but I also have a brown lip favorite. There's really not a theme to my favorites this week overall, but I got some fun things to chat with you guys about, so yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so first off for eyes, I revisited an old favorite of mine. This is, and it's not that old, this is the Ofra Signature Palette Radiant Eyes. Ooh, y'all, this palette is so beautiful. If you love metallic-y shadows, I think you will really enjoy this palette. I mean, these are so like buttery and pigmented, just beautiful. I mean, oh my goodness. Light catching, creamy. They're powder shadows, but they're like that buttery sort of texture to them. Easy to apply, gorgeous on the eyes. Love this kind of palette too, because it's all metallic shadows in there, but if you're just trying to get out the door quick, you can just apply some of your bronzer in your crease and then one of these colors all over the lid and you're good to go. You're out the door. So that's how I was wearing this palette this week, just like get out the door sort of makeup. And I think I wore this one. And I did put a little bit of this in the outer corner. But really, I mean, like I said, you could just put one of these all over your lid, a little bit of bronzer in your crease, and you're out the door. Easy peasy. It is beautiful. Look at that beautiful coppery color on my thumb there. It's amazing. And then standout eye favorite for the week. Y'all, I had to. I debated this, but I mean, when I put a reminder in my phone about a new release, I know I'm excited about it, and I did that with this. But even when my reminder came up, I thought on it for a couple more days, and then I ended up ordering it because I just couldn't get it out of my mind. This is the Urban Decay Naked Honey Palette. I mean, y'all, the packaging alone. You know, when you're a makeup junkie, and I know that you guys get this too, when you're a makeup junkie, at least for me, the packaging starts to play a big role in how I feel about a product. Like if the product inside is not good, then the packaging doesn't matter. But if the product inside is really good and you've got like two things to decide between, or you already have those colors or something, the packaging starts to kind of like play into it a lot. I've always loved packaging, and that's always been something that like draws me into a product. But for something like this where, you know, I would look at it and go, Leslie, you have those colors. Come on now. You've got at least similar, and to most of them in here, I mean, some of them might be different than what you have, but y'all are like this too. I know this. But, you know, we've got these. You know what I mean? But then when you have this packaging factored in too, it just sucks you in. So I got sucked in. I think it is beautiful. I am loving it. I'm so glad I bought it. It is beautiful. It's so stunning. So I have a little bit of this in my crease, and then I have a little bit of this in my crease. I have a little bit of this on the outer part of my lid, and then a little bit of this on kind of the inner part of my lid. But oh my goodness, and I actually mixed these two as my cheek highlighter today, and I think it totally works as a highlighter. I had to use a little skinny brush to get in there, but oh my goodness. The only thing I think I would change about this palette is this is really the only really dark color in here. This is, you know, moving towards dark. These are moving towards dark, but this is really the only truly deep color in here. So I would maybe wish that there were like one more like that in there, but I don't know what I would switch out because I really like all the other colors. So anyway, that's something that I kind of notice about it, but it's not a make it or break it. That's just a little bit of feedback that I would, you know, maybe possibly change about it. But like I said, I don't know what I would take away from it because I really like all the others. Also, something about this palette that I really don't think I initially realized, and maybe I'm just making this up in my head, but I feel like it has a vibe of the original Naked palette, which I don't have anything on my thumb. I was about to swatch on my thumb, but I don't have a color on my thumb. So I love the original Naked palette, and I'm really sad that they don't still have it. Like, it's just one of my all-time favorite palettes. So I miss it. I mean, I still have it, but I wish that it were still part of their line. But I feel like this one kind of has some of the same things in there. Like this, like even some of these kind of shades like this reminds me of, was it Twice Baked or Something Baked? Something Baked in the other palette was similar to this. So I feel like there are some similarities. So anyway, if you're a little bit sad about the first one not being around anymore, I feel like this one kind of has some of the same sort of tones and ideas, those kind of bronzy neutral shades. Y'all, look at these shadows. They are gorgeous. I have been an Urban Decay fan for years. Before I started my channel, I'm trying to remember, I've watched YouTube. I mean, I've had my channel for like 6 years, and I think I watched YouTube for like 3 years before that, so I've been watching me some YouTube for a long time. So I was trying to remember if watching YouTube is what sucked me into Urban Decay, or I'm thinking it might have been, or if I already had the Naked palette when I started watching YouTube. I can't remember. But anyway, it was around the beginning, so it holds a special place in my heart, that I just love what they do. I think they have a fun brand, but also I stinking love their formula. Like, it's that too. I mean, their metallic-y shades, look at that, that's dry. And their shadow formula is really pigmented, but they're not overly soft. They're a little bit soft, but I think it's because they're so pigmented. But there are a lot of soft shadows out in different brands right now. I feel like theirs are not as soft as the majority. It's just a little bit, I don't know, less delicate to work with, but they are pigmented, so easy to blend. They wear incredibly well. I mean, you can just get some gorgeous eye looks that this is like, I will always feel comfortable with this kind of an eye look. This would be just a go-to sort of an eye look that I'm always going to feel comfortable wearing this most anywhere. I just think it's beautiful. So I love their quality. I love their shadow formula. I think this is a really beautiful color story, and the packaging is absolutely incredible. This might be top 5 favorite palette packaging I've ever owned personally. I think it's beautiful. Okay, for blush this week, I kept it pretty easy and simple. I don't think I just mentioned this. I think I mentioned the eyeshadow palette. I don't know, y'all, I get so confused, but I was wearing this week and loving it. So I'm gonna mention it to you because this is what I've been loving. This is the Colourpop Pressed Powder Cheek in Perk Up. I think this is such a great color because looking at it, I mean, it almost looks like a bronzer, but y'all know that I love these kind of colors, these blush bronzery sort of colors. That's just a one and done step. So that's what I did this week. There were a couple days that I was just trying to get out the door, like didn't feel like super involved makeup. So that's when I was doing the bronzer in my crease. But I didn't use this in my crease. I actually grabbed my bronzer in my crease and then one of those kind of metallic-y shades, and then I used this on my cheeks. So anyway, I was wanting some out the door makeup a couple of days, but look how beautiful. So it's overall a nude, but it has a little bit of like, I don't know, like a cool toned rosiness to it, so that it works on the cheeks as a blush, bronzer, one and done sort of situation. Just beautiful. The texture is really gorgeous. I would say overall matte, but in a swatch it looks a little dry, but on the cheeks I've never thought that at all. It looks more satiny and really pretty on the cheeks. So nice formula to it, blendable, beautiful color, adorable packaging, super affordable, cute little peaches on it. That's so cute. So yeah, Perk Up, loved it. Okay, on to lips. So again, get out the door quick days. I loved this. This actually lived in my purse. And also my lips were a little bit chapped a couple days, so that's another reason this lived in my purse. This is the IT Cosmetics Je ne sais quoi. It is a beautiful, kind of just natural pink balm lip treatment kind of a product. I love this. This is like my go-to if I've had a cold, and you can't even see it there, but it kind of develops. It's like it mixes with your pH in your lips and kind of creates your perfect pink. So it sort of develops as you're wearing it. I don't know if you can kind of start to see it turning a little bit, but this is like my go-to if I've had a cold. You know how your lips are so chapped after a cold. So I will just throw this in my purse. So it's like my go-to for chapped lips, but it also gives you some color too. Has a very faint cherry scent, but I like it. It's very, very subtle. It's not overpowering. So nice scent to it, really pretty, very natural, light pink color, and just super hydrating on the lips. It feels so good, like a real treatment, and I do feel like it really hydrates my lips and helps to kind of correct and help to address that dryness. So it's awesome. One of you guys suggested this one. I think it was in my fall drugstore makeup haul video. This is Maybelline's Crazy for Coffee. I don't remember if I previously owned this or if I've just thought about purchasing it multiple times, but I looked through and I didn't own it, so I went and bought it. And this is beautiful. Crazy for Coffee, and I am totally crazy for coffee. Y'all know my love for coffee. Well, if you follow me on Instagram, you know my love for coffee because I feel, do I talk about it on there? I think I do sometimes. Anyway, I'm babbling. I love me some coffee. This is a gorgeous shade. It is, I feel like a different sort of a brownie shade. It's almost like a raisin brown is maybe how I would describe it. It's got a little bit of terracotta undertones, got a little bit of, I don't know, I would say raisiny, just something, I don't even know how to describe it. It's not a fully just chocolate brown or something like that. It's got a little something different to it, like maybe terracotta or rosiness or something. It's beautiful. It's a cream finish, very comfortable. So I did wear it full on one day, but a couple days, or I don't remember, I'm running out of days here. I know I wore it full on one day, and then maybe another day I lightly applied it. I don't remember what I wore what days, but I know I wore it lightly applied, so I would just kind of barely apply it to my lips and sort of rub my lips together, and then it gives an even lighter, more neutral version. So it almost becomes this like great warm nude. It's really, really beautiful, very versatile, really comfortable, really affordable. So awesome suggestion. And then last up, this lip color. Oh my goodness, this is stunning. I got this idea from my friend Julie Dawn Olson. She did a whole favorite fall lipsticks video and she included this one and I was like, what? I gotta go get that one. Again, I don't know if I previously owned this, but when I checked, I didn't have it. So I don't remember, I don't think that I owned this previously. This is what I have on my lips right now, and it is so stunning. So this is Milani's Rose Femme. It was on sale at Target for like $4, so amazing price point. This is such a gorgeous, unique color. I really feel like this is very unique because it is a rosy shade, has a little bit of like a muted purpley undertone, but almost like a little bit of brown to it too. So I would almost describe it like a grungy rose. That's really ultimately how I would describe it. It has a little bit of depth and a little bit of edginess to it. I absolutely love it. Again, it's a cream finish. It's very, very comfortable. I think it looks pretty on the lips. Your lips look hydrated and not dry. So I really like that about it. I would say the only negative, it's not a negative for me because the scent doesn't bother me, but I know some people really hate the scent of these. It is a fakey, fruity, plasticky scent, which doesn't sound good, but I'm used to it. It's almost like a fakey watermelon-y sort of a scent to it. Not a make it or break it for me, but I do want to mention it to you guys because really I would say the make it or break it's for me are ones that smell like perfume. Like perfume, can't handle it. I really don't like that. But if it's fruity, I can handle it. It's just not my favorite. So anyway, it's there, but it is a beautiful lipstick. Okay guys, so those are all my favorites for this week. So hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you were loving this week or maybe not so much loving. Let me know your weekend plans or any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!